Hey guys, I'm David. So before the video begins, I just want to say I'm the newest member of Sophie Lidwood team, and this is the first recording I've ever done. So if you just want to know what I'm like or what I am like, basically, just email me or call me on the About tab that you see on the YouTube app or whatever, so I can actually answer your questions. If you have any requests for me or any of the other guys, just tell me and I will try to do your video. So without further ado, let's begin.
Number 1.
A couple years ago, me and my friend went exploring an amusement park. I didn't know what to do, so I just told my friends that I wanted to leave. They called me a chicken, but I didn't care. I knew something was wrong about this place. We had GoPros and we were explaining what we did. This was not my ideal idea of exploration, but I knew something was wrong. I had weird vibes that something was following me. I knew it was nothing, so I just shrugged it off. About 2 hours later, which made it 12 a.m., I decided just to tell my friends that I was leaving. They told me not to, or else I would be able to just not go on trips with them anymore. I told my friends I didn't care, but I kept on trying to convince my crush that I was tough. Being like this around her, I didn't feel right, but I guess I had no choice, so I kept on going. I described what I was doing shakily, but you didn't hear my voice. I knew I was, but I didn't want to seem this way in front of everyone. 2 hours later, which made it 2, I guess I had no choice. I guess I didn't want to. I guess I just had no vibe. But I heard crunching leaves behind me around this amusement park that I didn't even know what was going on. I had no idea that this was being so scary. But I didn't seem scared, I just seemed creeped out. I didn't want to be here anymore, so I just decided just to lay it off. As soon as I heard someone behind me, I ran. I sprinted all the way down, and I didn't know what was going on. I ran on a roller coaster, and I didn't even care if it started without me. As I ran, I saw this figure right behind the computer screen. I knew it was him. I knew it was him all along, but I didn't feel like I wanted to do anything. At 5 a.m., we finally reviewed my house. We reviewed the footage that we found, and what I found shook me to the bone. It was a man, right in front of me the whole time, floating backwards. But how could he be in front of me if I couldn't see him? Either way, it creeped me out, and I never want to go back there ever again.
Number 2.
A week ago, me and my friends, well, not really friends, we went to a water park that had been banned 2 years ago. I had no intention of going with them, but I had no choice. I guess my dad thought it would be fun to check out something abandoned. I didn't want to do anything else, but with my friends, acquaintances, I guess I had no other choice but to join them. I really didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I just bared with them and just went on. Whenever my dad said go explore, it was final. Even if he didn't say that. I knew he was joking around. He would always laugh. But he didn't laugh this time. He was serious. When we got to the water park, I decided just to lay down and not do anything. My friends told me to get up. I slowly got up and said, "Come on guys, I don't want to do this. It's very funny. We're not going to do this, right?" The last thing said, "Yeah, totally, we're not going to." But I knew we were. I had this weird thing that was going through my head. I guess it was just the vibe that I had. I didn't really want to do anything else. I just sat down and didn't do anything. My friends keep urging me to get up, but I didn't want to. I guess if a girl was in the group and other guys, I guess I didn't want to seem weird. These are my friends I met in middle school. We've been together for a long time. I guess every time I went out with them, I felt weird. It wasn't because of them, it was because of the places we went. I guess I guess I had no questions now. What happened and why? Everything that happened is just a dream, right? I have no other way to explain it, but now I have one thing to say. If you're ever with your friends and you hear something, don't hesitate just to run out of there without telling them where you're going. But one thing I do know is that I heard something, and I saw something. I know I did. If I didn't, then I wouldn't be here. If I did stay there, I was gonna die. I'm glad my friend said let's go when they did. Oh, and one more thing. What I saw, well, I can't tell you that. That's another story. And I will update whenever I will. Or, rather, whenever I feel comfortable with it.
Number 3.
Every winter, me and my dad go out camping. I guess it wasn't a good idea at first. It did seem at first, but now it just seems bad. I have a weird phobia about going out into the woods and being mauled out by a bear. I guess I have no reason to whine because either way, my dad says it's final. It's final. I have no other way to say this, but I guess my dad was just a bit more adventurous than I. My mom would stay home, and she was so lucky. Being a girl, I guess I have no other way to explain this, but my mom gets to stay home, and me and my dad have to go on a stupid trip. Usually, he goes way out from home, just so he can get a good camping spot. We've been going to the spot for several winters, and it always stays warm there for some reason. I guess this is just his way of saying, we're gonna go camping and that's final. Or he just wants to go hunting for his own good. He always brings home deer or raccoon or something. I say home because for a whole winter this is our home. Every winter, Mom has some crazy friends over, and they always raid my room for crap that I don't even use anymore. I still want it, but I don't use it. I guess winter is her cleaning season. Every winter, I go out and I don't really know what I'm doing. I just want to get out of there as soon as possible. Sometimes I pray to God just for Him to end winter, so I can go back home and see what kind of stuff they raided from my room. Every time I come back, there's something missing. I don't really care what it is. I just hope that it's gone now. Everything that I see is just bad. I go into the woods this time, and I see a bear. It goes away as soon as I approach it, though. Don't ask me why I approached it. I guess that I thought I was just more man than I am woman. I had no intention of going camping, like I said, but this time it actually seemed fun. Before I heard a ear-catching sound. I'm not gonna explain what it was like, but I guess it was just creepy. I had no other choice but to just turn around and go back to the campsite. I had no reason for anyone to know, and really it wasn't any of their business. I went back to my dad after I did my business. He had the deer already cooking, and he said, "You want some?" "Yeah, sure, Dad," I replied. I guess I had no other intention of to speaking to him about what happened to me. Of course, That's something for my mother to hear, not my dad. Even though I am a girl, I still do stuff with my dad and even tell him my personal secrets that I think that should come out. But I heard something behind me at night. I didn't want to come back, and I didn't want to go to the scary spot anymore. In the morning, finally, we were supposed to go back home because my mom said they, she wanted us home right away for some family matter. My dad didn't mention another word about going back. As long as I keep my mouth shut about it, he won't go back. Thank God for that. Next winter, I will tell him that we will not go back to that same spot. I never see it again. 2 weeks later, I heard something on the news report about that same spot. Some people have been stabbed and shot and even brutally murdered by someone's bare hands. They found no evidence, but they did find someone else's DNA. I guess they bled a little bit on the other person's body, but I hope I never see that person, whoever it was.
Number 4.
I want to start off by saying this is my sister's story. I wouldn't say story, but experience. So, I was going around town with my friends, playing with playing on our bikes. We went to my school's playground and we started to play. About 5 minutes later, or something like that, a man appeared and said, "Hey kid, come over here, I got something for you." We declined and said we weren't allowed to talk to strangers. He insisted that no one was around, but I politely declined. He left, and about 5 minutes later, another man showed up. About two men showed up this time. I could tell that the first one was the same, but I guess I had no other reason to run. I didn't want to either. I was a brave girl. I was gonna take care of this myself. But they soon grabbed me and forced me into a van. They drove me somewhere I didn't know, and soon enough they pulled me out. There's an older man standing at the door, saying, "Hurry up." I had no choice but to just walk with them. They were too strong for me, and I didn't want to do anything stupid. 2 days went past, and I was still there, at their house. They did so many bad things to me. They touched me in public places and everything. Something you should know, I'm only 13, so this was pretty bad. The men were probably 50 or 40 years old, early 40s, late 50s, something like that. I was gonna run, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that, because I knew they would just catch up to me and grab me back to their house. They said if I tried to run, they would hurt me even more. I tried to run, and that didn't work out very well. I didn't get punished for it, because that was the last straw. If I did it one more time, they would punish me. Finally, at night, I managed to escape. No one was standing guard. But, after all, who does? I just ran back to my house, and I knew where I was going after running aimlessly for a mile. I was downtown in my own neighborhood. I decided to just run back and sprint non-stop back to my house. It was 5 o'clock a.m. when I ran to my house. My mom was standing at the doorstep crying. I told her that I got kidnapped, and she just filed a lawsuit against the guys. There was a little bit of blood on me, so we went to the police station and they scanned it for DNA. Apparently, one man they found was the one that I saw first at the playground. I had no idea that they would abuse me like he did, but I guess that there are rapists all over the world. Just be glad that it could have been someone else. But I'm not glad about that. All people around the world are like this, and don't be afraid just to run at night if no one's out guard. And I'm just lucky I didn't make any sounds. I guess I had no way to know what they were going to do, but I should have known they were rapists by their voice and the way they were talking, the way they were dressed, and everything. So next time you're out playground with your friends or playing, be sure that you're not running into rapists. If you do, well, my only advice to you is to run when you have a chance.